Can an engineer be successful on his own? You need a good combination of a scientist and an engineer for both to succeed. So the field of engineering is very broad. It's very rare that a person succeeds by oneself. To be a good entrepreneur, a majority of the characteristics which I told to be a good engineer is also required.
You know, Coimbatore is home to many marvelous engineers and engineering industries, and our hometown heroes are an inspiration to many aspiring engineers. On this National Engineers Day, we have with us Mr. Vijay Mohan, the founder of Pricol Limited. Let us hear from him what he thinks about engineering and what are the characteristics that make an excellent engineer.
Can an engineer be successful on his own? In my view, it is not possible. You need a good combination of a scientist and an engineer. What does the scientist do? He discovers something new. What does the engineer do? He discovers a product to make use of the discovery made by the scientist. In general, when the word engineer comes into mind, people think only of a mechanical engineer or an electronics engineer or a civil engineer. In my view, even a music composer is an engineer. What does he do? He is a sound engineer. A good instrument player or a good singer is also a sound engineer. Take the case of a good surgeon. I would consider myself to be a good human engineer. So the field of engineering is very broad. You cannot confine it only to mechanical or civil or electronics. Now, what are the characteristics required to be a successful engineer? To start with, the person has to be very, very inquisitive. He should understand that his knowledge could be limited and he should have the capability and the zeal to continuously learn. In addition, he should be an analytical thinker, a problem solver, and he has to be a creative person also to be a successful engineer. All this by itself is not enough. In today's modern and very complex world, it's very rare that a person succeeds by oneself. You need to be part of a good team, or you need to create a good team, which means you need some additional skills also or additional characteristics also. You need interpersonal skills so that you get accepted by all the team members and you can get along with them. In addition, you need to have good communication skills so that you're able to put forth your points of view, make them understandable, and get the people to buy into them so that you're a good team player, or as a team leader, you are able to focus the attention and get everyone to go in the same direction. A great engineer has a good judgment of what is good at any given point of time. He is not only technology focused, but more importantly, he has to be customer focused also. To be a good entrepreneur, a majority of the characteristics which I told to be a good engineer is also required. But in addition, to be a good entrepreneur, you need to have the ability to take risks. And also, you should have the humbleness to learn from your failures and how to come out of that failure and to become successful down a new path. If you diligently understand and practice these characteristics, then you will become a good engineer later in your life and eventually even a successful entrepreneur. To all the aspiring engineering students, engineers at the moment, and entrepreneurs, my wishes for the Engineering Day, which is coming up on September 15th, my wishes for all of them to succeed more in life.